Yeah, we are okay. The players had the rest yesterday, and we have a session this afternoon.
And just bring us up to date then on, I guess, Lavia's injury is probably the newest one, isn't it? Quad injury, where's he at? How is he? Because he's had an absolute horror show of injuries, hasn't he? For the last
We don't have an update at the moment, so we need to wait still some hours to do all the check that he needs. But for sure, yeah, is at the moment his injury.
Yeah, obviously not going to feature.
Say again?
Not going to feature in the immediacy.
No,
How bad is it?
It's painful, so we need to do all the check and then we see.
Neto back for you this week?
Pedro, he had a session yesterday with the physio outside in the pitch, was good, and today he will try with us and then we take the final decision.
I know after the game on Wednesday you spoke about rotation quite a bit, and I know that the club has spoken about how they are backing you in this policy. I just wondered if you'd seen the comments from Wayne Rooney this week in terms of how frustrated players are and whether senior players have come to you, because it makes their job so much harder, doesn't it, when they're constantly looking alongside and it's not the same player with that same understanding.
Who said that comment?
Rooney,
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
You know, how the fact
No.
he didn't like it as a player and how he feels that maybe a group of senior players should speak to you about it, because it makes their job much harder when you're not lining up the same person and have that same understanding again and again.
I said already many times, we are in a moment, in an era where anyone can say what they want. It's correct. I completely respect. But I also said after Karabakh game that since I joined the club, it's also my view to rotate player, and no one complain in the moment that you don't win game. I can understand that no one is agree. I think that when the rotation is Andrei Santos, Brazil international player, Jorel Lato, Holland international player, Estevao, Brazil international player, it's not about rotation. They are good, they are talent, they are young, and for sure when they are young you have to give them the chance to make some mistake to be better. The same thing I think happened in the past with Joshua Chipong. So, but again, I understand that when you don't win game, the problem is the rotation or different things.
As a player though, did you like it when you were lining up?
I love the rotation as a player.
You what, sorry?
I love rotation as a
I
player.
don't believe you. You liked lining up against a different person every week, did you? Or did you like it when you had somebody alongside you, you know how they think, you know how they move, you look at, the very successful sides in the Premier League over the past few years, and it's often built on, two central defenders that play week in, week out, a back four that play week in, week out, because it gives them that extra under pressure.
I think in this moment football is a bit different compared to years ago in terms of physicality and intensity. For me personally, it's impossible to play with the same players 65 games in one season, Champions League, Premier League, and you cannot say, but why years ago was possible? Because it was different football, was not so physicality. I played for 20 years, was not so physical. Now change, so you need to rotate. This is my personal view, and I think you need to do that if you want to see a season like a marathon. Then when you are in February, when you are in March, that is the last sprint, probably you have to think in different way. But at the moment, I think you have to think like a long race.
Okay, we'll go to John, BBC.
Just one more just on the rotation. Defensively, though, do you think it can be a problem? If you look at Arsenal, they've got the two centre-halves who play every week, they play every week together, they've got a connection there. Mm-hmm. Is that a problem for you and the consistency that you haven't had that this season?
I think, first of all, at the beginning of the season with the Levi injury, for sure we lost. I said many times, in my view, in the way we want to play, our best defenders in terms of build-up. From there, we try to find solution. We try to solve problems. We try to adjust things. We were playing with the 3 at the back in the build-up. We start to play with 2 at the back in 4 or 5 games. So we try to find solution, different solution. Last game we kept clean sheet with Trev and Wes. They just said to me this morning that last year, after 11 Premier League games, we had 2 clean sheets. This season, after 10 games, we have already 4 clean sheets. So, I don't know.
I was going to ask you about where you think you are at the moment. You've played 10 games, you're 7th, you've got 17 points. Is that where you expected to be at this stage of the season, or has it been a little bit more inconsistent than you'd have hoped for?
No, I think we try to win all the games. Also, I can understand that this season the expectation raise around the team. Again, last year after 11 games, I think we had 19 points. If we are able to win tomorrow, we have more points this season compared to last season. So, do we are consistency or not? It's just the difference, the big difference for me personally from this season, last season, is the expectation around the team, because the numbers are there and we can be even better than last season. But because the expectation raise, probably it's a bit different.
And what is even better than last season? Is it for you just getting better, or is it actually trying to compete for the league? I mean, can you compete to win the league from where you are now and from what you've seen this season? Can you compete to try and win the league this season?
I said many times, I don't like to think where we can be in April, May, June. I like to think how we can win tomorrow. This is the only target I have in my mind in this moment. And then after tomorrow game, we have international break, and then we go again. But for me, if you want to try to compete, you have to think about the next one, and then again, when we need the last sprint in March, April, depends where we are, and then we decide.
Just one final one. You spoke about Romeo Lavia, and we spoke about this before. But I mean, how concerned are you becoming that he just doesn't seem to be able to string together any kind of games?
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame in this moment also because we are trying to minimize minutes for him. But even with that, he's injured again. But we need to, we need to insist until we don't find the right solution for him.
Okay, we'll go to Alex at PLP.
Hi Enzo. On tomorrow's game, you played them just over a week ago. What can you take from that game going into tomorrow's this time at home?
Yeah, it was first half very good. Second half we struggled, but also they changed the manager, the one that is in charge now. So for sure some similarity, but at the end again, these are the games that we need to win. Because when you do the right things against Liverpool, when you do the right things against Tottenham, then you have to confirm that. You have to continue to do that.
How much harder is it to prepare for a game against a managerless team?
No, it's difficult for this reason. Also, it's difficult because, as I said, we play Wednesday night. Yesterday, the players they were off. We have a small session today, and we have a game tomorrow. So it's all the game plan also that is different. But it's just we need to adapt.
Everyone's talking about Stavao. They have been all season. How long before he's starting week in, week out?
No, he's ready to start. For sure, he's ready to start. But if Stavao start, another one is on the bench, and probably the other one also want to start. We just try to do the best for Stavao. We are helping him in terms of adapt to England. Again, last week he was complaining about too cold. Imagine, last week was still October, so imagine December, January. He has to adapt. He's happy. He's doing fantastic, and for sure, he's a talent player for this club.
What do you say to him when he says, "I'm too"?
That was still hot.
Finally, you've been nominated for the FIFA Best Men's Coach of the Year. What does that nomination mean to you, and how do you reflect on your year personally?
I'm very happy, first of all, because it's a nice moment. But again, it's so because of the players, because at the end they play the game. Also, I think a month ago was the other nomination for the Ballon d'Or or coach, something like this. and it's fantastic. It's good. It's nice to be there, but the most important thing at the end is, you know, how the player they play the game. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll do last couple here. We'll go to Simon and finish with Martin.
Enzo, just sort of, funny enough, on rotation, but in a different way, because of Lavia's injury and Asuga's injury, does this sort of hurt your chances of giving Casado a bit more of a rest than you obviously want to do?
Absolutely, yes. When you have chance to rotate also, and the other day, I think we said already two, three times that we have Caicedo, we have Enzo Fernandez, we have Pedro Neto, we have Joao Pedro, that they are all players that they are not training every day because small issue. So if we are able to give them some time off, rest, it's better. But in this moment, you see Moy the other day after 5 minutes, he was inside the pitch. Dario is injured in this moment. In the past, we use Andrei Santos as a 6. In the past, we use also Josh as a 6, and Reece is playing as a 6. But for sure, when you have more option, it's better.
Okay, and then we'll finish this section with Martin.
So, hi. Can I talk about the long throw? Wolves were one of the teams that have scored a goal against you from a long throw.
Yeah.
But we admired what you did at Tottenham, where you put the 3 up and cleared the penalty area, and that seemed to work very well. Were you happy with that? Is that something you'll use going forward?
It's we are looking for a solution. As I said, when we were conceding goal against Spurs, works quite well. Hopefully, can work also tomorrow in case we need. But again, you find a solution to put 3 players up in the pitch, and probably they are adapting and do something different. As I said many times, it's like a chess game. You do something, the other one they do something different. You have always try to be ready.
Forgive me, I don't see every minute of every game, but I don't go to commentate on your game expecting you to use the long throw. Is that something that you deliberately don't do? Reece James was winding up a few times on Wednesday night, but threw it short all the time. Do you have a long throw plan in your camp?
Yes, we have, but not now. I said that I like to evolve as a coach. If the long throw can be a solution, we're gonna use. At the moment, no, but we never know.
You've got some that can throw it that long, have you? Some players.
We need to try. I don't know yet.